Okay. So, I want to start by saying I don't really be posting these types of videos for others. I definitely do consume them on my own time, but I don't really make them, and I just felt really called to share outwardly what's going on inwardly, because if I'm experiencing it, I do have full confidence that it is a shared theme among multiple individuals in this world, not just me. Because we're all in, influencing each other. We're all in a grand soup, and each flavor affects the ultimate taste. And I think that it's funny, like, I'm gonna be consulting some tarot, some numerology cards, which I don't usually, and this is not my deck. So I'm very lucky to tap into this knowledge here, or these tools, and that's really what it is. It's not like the divine knowledge is the person, who made the cards, but also the person handling them, the person receiving the message, and just the mind and the creativity in which we contextualize all that's going on. It's not the card itself, but even that has its own intrinsic power. The more you recognize that everything is really just fire, the more we can get more reverence for our surroundings and ourselves. I find it interesting that, and I don't even know where this is flowing to, like this is just stream of consciousness, but if my eyes don't deceive me, all of the tarot decks are labeled as coming from the US game systems, which I find very interesting. That, they classify tarot as a game, and life is a game. You feel me? If you cheat, life is a game, and there's infinite ways to play. But the players have their own choice in what approach they're gonna take. But also, your choice is not independent of yourself. It's gonna be influenced by others, and it's going to influence others. But at the end of the day, you have the ultimate say. Just know that if you cheat, and it's not a thing of right or wrong, or punishable or unpunishable, you feel me? Everything works in divine law. Everything will be sorted out. Everything will see its head to justice, whether it's before your eyes, in the darkest, quietest moment, or in 10 generations. But if you cheat, you feel me? That spoils the game for others. It doesn't spoil it, but I think that for me as a spiritual being, acknowledging more and more how much that is true, as well as an intelligent human, in particularly the US, I'm recognizing that there's, and have been, and to be honest, from a young age, you're kind of just told straight up. In history class, you learn, some of the first things you learn about your culture is where we went wrong. It's grievances. It's who hurt who and why, and maybe not even why, but just in every little way. And a lot of it is glossed over, and a lot of it is overdone. So it is important to remember that those type of ills that some people in humanity commit are they're going to be felt by the greater consciousness that is literally everyone, everything, right? So that's the nature of life, right? certain plants cannot survive next to certain plants based on how they interact with nature's resources, how much water they soak up, how much sun is required for their leaves to grow. And to be honest, we're just the same. We operate in synchronicities. Everything that happens is being supportive. You might be like, oh, sometimes you waste your time, right? Like, see, my boy is coming back. And you're like, oh, I just wasted my time. I just went this place. The store was closed. That was a waste of time. You could have got shot on the next block. You feel me? Like, you never know when my boy gonna come in.
You want me to make your ramen for you?
Sure. Thank you.
One thing I felt with the Arabs, like, money is money. Like, if it's $6.50, you give them $5, you give them $6, they gonna take it.
Period. Now the rum is $6.50?
Two for $6.50.
Oh, period.
It was $6.51, but I only had like
Period. But yeah, I just circled back to the first card that I started with, so I'm gonna tap into the tarot, but I just feel like this is a great message. Hopefully y'all are resonating. The early demos before. Videos such as this have provided me a lot of confidence in my journey, a lot of confirmation, and depth. I just opened the cards to depth. Sunset, and I actually drew this card last night before I went to sleep. I try sometimes to just focus on the image before the meaning, the explicit written out meaning, you know, as consulting. And this is really pretty. First of all, it's really gorgeous. I like how it's drawn. I really enjoy the colors, and I think even it talked about wearing certain colors, wearing yellows and stuff, which I was wearing this to bed, so I was like, okay, I'm tapped in, like, we tapped in, like, but, yeah, death is a beautiful thing, because things are always dying and being birthed. Like, when you are a kid and you first learn that, like, however many, like, people die a day, like, so many people's birthday today. You feel me? Like, there's people getting contractions, literally sounding like the radiator, pushing life out of their two legs. Out of between their two legs. Like, that's crazy right now. And it doesn't matter that I'm recording this now, because it's happening now and it's happening when you watching it. And someone's dying. And someone's getting sick. And someone is beating sickness. You feel me? Like, death and creation are really so intertwined that they can be regarded sometimes as one and the same. Because if you burn a house down, you just created space. You just created barren land, even though that seems barren. You created a void. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? I feel like I'm getting a little I don't know, I like this. I've never done this before, like I said, and the energy that I feel myself stepping into is very fire. Even within these few 9 minutes, I feel like myself. I always feel like myself, but I'm just fucking around. Consequences. What's up?
You want the little vegetables like carrots and scallions?
You don't have to put it in. Thank you. I feel like it's beautiful to realize you always have, like, you really always have a choice. I also picked this Ace of Wands. It's really about understanding that the physicality of things and their eternal cycle in exchange with birth and death. I know this may sound a little hoochie coochie, but healing, strength card, right? So in the pursuit of worldly measures, like, you know, finances and materialism and paying your rent on time, and all these things you're going to encounter. Like the greatest feats, you know, every new skill you're gonna learn is going to have a period, if not multiple periods, of frustration, of a stop in the road. And it'll be the littlest thing, and you'll be like, bro, like, I'm just trying to do something. I'm finally putting time aside to do something nice. I hope y'all don't see me itching my butt in the back. But I'm finally taking the time to do something nice, bro. Like, I'm finally stepping into that. And it's the littlest thing. Going awry, going astray, whatever the case. How the fuck could this be? Bro, is you really stepping into it? Is you really finally being creative? Is you really taking reign? Because if you was, and you are, you would recognize what the true essence and the true blessing that hiccup is, bro. It's part of the story. You gotta learn that you have strength. You gotta learn that healing only takes place when you got hurt first. You feel me? Like, what is there to heal if there's nothing broken? And disarray and brokenness and separateness is not even real. It is real though. And if you get it, you get it. I quite frankly can't double back on my words. But yeah, what's there to heal if nothing is hurt? You feel me? And that don't mean go out breaking hearts. It just means when you experience the difficult, it's because there's a greater plane of experience for you. Okay. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna leave this video. 8 is my favorite number. This is the card. 8. It's really beautiful. And there's so many forms of you. You know, you're literally everything in this card. The tree, the flowing water, the lotuses that grow from its own nourishment. The lady and her baby. Sometimes you might feel like a bear, you might feel like a lion. Sometimes you feel as light as a dove. But it's all you. Just playing with yourself. Okay, yo, but experimenting with yourself, you know? Just flowing and learning all the ways that you can be. But yeah, I'm gonna leave these here. And oh look, these numerology ones really match my other guidebook. I'm gonna just put one more number. That'll be spirituality. 7, 7, 7. You might be seeing a lot of 7s, a lot of 1s. That shit has been happening to me on deep. You try to sleep it off.
I'm about to finish the chili.
Say less. I would love to. Is it okay if I munch first? Or
Yeah, what?
you trying? Another 8. Moving the food.